What's wrong? It's not coming through. All right, try it now. Sorry, bro. Evening. Good afternoon. Today, oh, that's trying to get away from me. Today, we're going to be making an eggzilla. So I know it's we'll call it eggzilla, but basically it's a breakfast quesadilla with scrambled eggs. And if you don't like eggs, you can substitute the eggs for any type of protein. I don't think they have like a vegan egg situation yet. I thought they did, but I thought they did, but I don't think they do. But like I said, you can substitute the eggs for any type of like protein that you want. I'm actually going to do a steak and eggzilla because we actually have some. Oh, excuse me. We got some steak left over, so I'm gonna put some of this. Not the whole, because this is a lot of steak. So I'm just gonna put this one in here because 3.5 ounces of steak has a ton of protein in it, like 20 something grams. What we got here? 26 grams of protein in just 3.5 ounces of steak. So when you go to the steakhouse and you get the big 20-ounce steak, that's way too much steak for one sitting. You are eating a lot of protein, which is why it takes a long time for your body to break down beef because it is very protein dense. So hey Mary. So because it's very protein dense, you don't need a lot of it. So meat is a very good way to boost your protein intake without adding a bunch of calories. And the source of protein tends to be very easily absorbed by your body. Maybe not so easily broken down depending on your metabolism, but it's very easily absorbed. And I got my avocado. You know I got to put an avocado on something, especially something for breakfast. Avocado is definitely going to be in it, on it, around it, near it, adjacent to it, somewhere by it. Okay. I don't know what keeps happening with this daughter. Here, try that. Try it now. Hurt. Shaky, getting stuck. I don't know. It must be the straw, daughter. Yeah. It's all getting stuck under there. How are you doing it like that? Okay. Now try it. There you go. She she does not play about her shake in the morning, okay? So, and I'm also gonna add some radishes to it, some radish in it. So just one of these. So one of these like really breaks down super easy. And radishes are really good for detoxing. So it's a great natural detox for your whole system, for your kidneys and your liver and all that, all the filtration systems in your body. Get you some radishes, and they're very easy to add to your meals. You can fine grade it, so I'll probably end up doing it like this. So you can use the fine grading um little thing, and also on the four-sided cheese grater there's also this one on one of those sides that you can use. There's also a slicer on there if you want to cut radish slices. um Buddha, I don't know what's in there. Here, I'll add some more milk to it. Maybe that'll be in there. Okay, try it. There you go. And just have fun with it. So it's kind of like an omelet. So not everybody likes a ton of stuff in their omelet, and that's okay. But make sure what you do add to it has some type of, useful benefit. Like, I'm adding radishes. I got this dill over here. I need to use some of before it goes bad. So I'm gonna add some of this to it, some dill, and of course that salsa that I made last week. So that's gonna be my dip. I don't know. It's her cup. It keeps stopping. Here, take it to grandma. Take it to grandma. No, I didn't. Take it to grandma. Come here. Come here. And of course my little tomatoes. So these are cherry tomatoes. They're multicolored because that's just how I bought them. So they have some. I got these from Aldi. So you don't have to go to like a specialty store or anything to get these. Aldi has them, and I think they might even be a little bit cheaper than just the regular red ones, or at least the same price. I know they don't cost more though. But I like them because they're, you can add some color and without having to add a bunch of different things to get a lot of different colors. So I kind of like, I like using these. But I'll end up chopping all. This one's old. That one didn't make it. So I'll end up chopping all of these up and adding them to my EGGZILLA. I'll probably put it in my egg. So where we're gonna start, no, that's because I don't usually use that lid.
It's not getting any air. It's going too tight.
No, it's the vent in the front keeps getting clogged. Yeah, because of the way she's holding it.
Oh. Can you open this? That's why she wasn't getting none of it.
I don't know how she managed to do that. I didn't screw it really tight.
Meanwhile, you tell me it's off. Okay.
Okay, so we'll get started. I'm gonna put mostly everything in the eggs because then that'll keep it from falling off the off the tortilla, and just less stuff I gotta worry about trying to keep on the tortilla before I add the cheese. Also, I would suggest adding you some green leafies like spinach, arugula, lettuce. Dark green leafies are probably a better option because the iceberg lettuce and stuff like that tend to have a lot of water in it, and it could make your EGGZILLA drippy. And I don't know how you like your tortillas, but if you like it crispy, it will definitely kind of mess up the integrity of the tortilla if you have a lot of liquid in it. So that would be a good way to kind of avoid running into those type of issues. Let me put this. All right, so let me move y'all over this. Y'all can see. That's a cornbread. I made some cornbread the other night. Sorry, sipping more water. I always got some water somewhere. You gotta drink the water. So I was gonna do 2 eggs, but since I'm adding steak to it, I'm gonna just do the 1 egg. And let me see which seasonings I'm gonna use. Because you know I got my Mia's on deck. My Mia's so good on deck. So I'm gonna see which one I'm gonna use to spice this little recipe up. Okay. So we got egg here, and then what I'm gonna do is slice up the steak. So when I go to cook my egg, everything is already cut up the way I need it to, and I can just throw it in there. Of course, I got my frozen stuff handy, so I got my last little bit of sweet peppers. I got some mushrooms in here somewhere. Here we go. And of course my mushrooms. I know when you think of like something like that, you wouldn't think mushrooms, but I love adding mushroom stuff. It's easy. It's easy, especially when oh, that took it. Especially when it's already sliced up. There we go. That's better. Especially when it's already sliced up, it's real easy to add stuff to it. So, whenever you can, prep your vegetables, prep whatever extras you're gonna add to your dish. Like do all of that whenever you have the time. Because trust me, when you have the time, it's not gonna take as much time as you would think. Usually, it's when you don't have the time that it feels like you really don't have time to get too much of nothing done. So, excuses, excuses. You either make them or you don't. But there's always a solution to whatever problem that you think you got. So I keep a solution mindset and I just make sure that whatever I need to get done gets done. And then also in just, cutting these just away, like you can really, if you didn't have like one of those super lean cuts of beef, you can definitely take this opportunity to cut away any fat or anything that might have been left behind or just, on the ends and stuff like that, like near the bone. So it makes it a bit of a leaner situation. Okay, now just cut it down into chunks. Oh, this is. There we go. I don't know why that keeps tilting away. Seems
Yeah.
like it's always getting away from me. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
how you? It's not for whatever reason it didn't post to Facebook. I've
It didn't do
been
what?
looking for it.
Oh, it didn't post to Facebook.
It says we're having issues. This may be an issue.
Yeah, it's
It didn't
probably
post on
with stream
Facebook. I've been
yard.
looking for it on Facebook. No.
It's
Yeah,
probably
it's
something
saying
with stream
it
yard.
has an
Will is on
issue.
his phone. He said he's on his phone, so it might have been something going on with that.
Or just remove this destination from the broadcast, then re-add it. Hold on.
So I got my
Which one is the
little
Cafe
steak
Live?
scraps.
Go ahead, Queen. You can keep going. I'm
Oh yeah. And there
okay.
we go. So I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut just a few spreads of this. If it don't smell funny. It smells funny. Okay, we're gonna check. We're gonna check it. It's okay. I keep some dry deal. And hey, that smell test is like don't knock it. It's a tried and true. See, I keeps me some dried dill weed. So no worries, okay? Stay ready so I ain't gotta get ready. And then I'm gonna slice up. This is my cheese here. I'm gonna slice up my tomatoes so I can add those right in. Because like I said, all of this is pretty much gonna get cooked into the egg. And so that'll give it a little bit of cohesion so it's not just out here, running amok or whatever. Um, these are on their last leg too. But stuff like this is makes it real easy to kind of get rid of excess little vegetables and stuff. So I like doing stuff like this for breakfast, brunch, snacks, lunch, because it's real quick. The longest part I would say is probably like the prep, depending on how much stuff you already had cut up and how much like fresh or new produce you're gonna add to it. It could that would probably be the only thing that would increase the prep time, other than regular stuff, just simple stuff. What? I was kind of looking at for something. My garlic. So I was like, I had a real reason to go in the refrigerator It was to get the garlic. My bulk garlic. And this, I need to cut this up and freeze it too. So that's what I'm going to do. Today, when I finish cooking with y'all, I'm going to prep my garlic. Because I've had it about a week or so. And I don't want it to go bad. Because that is a lot of garlic. And I don't want it to go bad. Oh, it's gone. Here. Oh, there's more. Here, I see. There's more, and let me get my pen so now we can get to burning. Let me see. I think my phone is charged enough. It shouldn't turn off on y'all. It should turn off for y'all. So I'm gonna bring y'all over to the stove so y'all can see the pan. Oh, this mic is bad. Okay. So direct you to the skillet. I need to refill that bottle. Extra virgin olive oil. Yeah, I got a big can. I gotta refill my little bottle that I usually use to dip my stuff. I got my radish. Hey! Stop! You gonna pull all the stuff down. Chill out. Look, you getting your stuff over there. That's yours over there. Come and trying to jack me for my stuff. Girl, get back. And we're gonna do our so we're gonna use our Mia's spicy herb thing seasoning. And the herb thing seasoning. Yeah. And I just put that right in the eggs before I scramble them. So as you can see, I just season the egg directly. I don't normally do that, but with that season, it just tastes good. I want my eggs to make sure it tastes good. So I got my heat. I'm gonna turn this heat down a little bit. You don't need it too hot for eggs. Eggs cook super easy. I'm gonna put my garlic in so it can get nice and aromatic. Nice aromatic garlic. After the situation. And I'm actually going to add some my dill weed to my eggs as well. So remember that dried dill weed? I did have some fresh dill weed, but it wasn't bad. Sipping my water now. But did y'all know that eggs are actually good for your immune system too, because they have things like selenium and zinc in it. I believe it's in the yolk, not the white. So if you only eating egg whites, you're missing out on a lot of the good benefits that the rest of the egg has for you. So unless you've been told by your doctor to watch your cholesterol and stuff like that, I would definitely suggest eating the whole egg. I might need a little bit more oil because this stuff is definitely about to make a real bad situation. So now I'm just adding my other ingredients, and I'm putting these in first. I would normally add these kind of last because I like them firmer, but with these being frozen, I want to make sure that they're thawed out completely, and then I can even cook some of the water off of it from when I froze it, and that, like I said, that keeps the moisture down in the wrap because you don't really want all of that moisture in your Eggsdilla, or it's gonna be leaking when you go to eat it. It's gonna mess up whatever you wrapped it in. I have these spinach. I'm gonna add the steak in too. I told you it's about to get real jazzy real fast. And like I said, like you can do things like that. Use your leftover meats or different stuff. It keeps it interesting. Let's add just a little bit more olive oil. And I'm gonna have to add some more when I add my egg, so my egg doesn't burn into the pan. And then my favorite little buddy right here, smoked paprika, life changer, definite game changer. That smoked paprika, and this is all going inside of my egg. Okay, and so I'm gonna leave this on low, it's on really low heat right now, and that's gonna give me just enough time. I'm gonna bring y'all over here just enough time to get my avocado together because I really just cut that in half and slice it. And this one is like perfectly right. Like it's not too soft and it's not like still too firm. It's just right. It's perfect. A perfect little avocado. And you just chuck the seed somewhere. And then I'm gonna peel this off. You can use a spoon or your fingers. I'm the only one eating it, so I don't have to be too extra with it, too extra. And then once you get it like that, you can just slice it. And this is actually gonna go inside, and it's gonna melt down a little bit, but it's still gonna keep some of the shape, but it's gonna melt down mostly inside of the Eggsdilla once I layer it. All right, so now we're back over here. See how quick that was? And everything is perfectly mixed together. We're gonna push all of this to one side of the pan. Like I said, I'm gonna add me a little bit more olive oil on this side to make sure my egg don't stick. Cause I only got the one egg. I only need the one egg because I already got my steak. So the steak plus the egg is gonna have a nice little amount of protein in it anyway. Like I said, if you want more eggs, you can always do 2 eggs. But I would definitely say watch the protein content of what you're eating, because like I said, it's going to give you that tired, sluggish feeling if you eat too much protein at one time. So if you do 2 eggs, I would say cut your serving size in half so that you're not overdoing it with the protein. And you can always pair it with a nice little light little breakfast salad, just something, some green leafies that you can throw on the side real quick, and eat real quick, because that's really going to help with your digestion because of the fiber. Vegetables got fiber, of course. Of course, it's going to be good like that. Okay. So this is done. Let me rinse out this bowl so I can put this in there and we can get our tortillas on. You done? You want some water now? Oh, I got some milk. So now, I think we just lost one of the mushroom pieces, but it's cool. So these are my tortillas here. Nothing fancy. I just grabbed something from the grocery store, something that looked like it would be tasty. This is actually spinach, high fiber spinach and herb carb lean tortilla wrap. So they got 11 grams of fiber, only 50 calories per slice. Yeah, per tortilla. Um, 4 grams of net carbs, and it's made with extra virgin olive oil. You know, everybody getting their olive oil on, and 100% whole wheat and flax seeds. So that means it's a nice whole grain situation, which is going to be very useful in our overall nutrition for this breakfast recipe. So, you know, like having a bowl of cereal or a bowl of oatmeal, this is the tortillas place in that. So the tortilla is definitely going to be a good source of long lasting energy. So all I'm doing is just using the little oil that was left in the pan from my eggs. And then I might have to add a little bit more for the other piece and the other side. And while that's heating up, I'm gonna turn this here so y'all can see. Because all I'm doing with this now is remember that radish. If it will stay sitting up, it's not. Here, I'm gonna have to move y'all over here. Because the phone don't want to look at it and not like flip out, literally flip out. So yeah, these are just, you know, these are parts of the plant. I'll just check it. Keep it simple. And then you just grate it into there. So all of this is just gonna end up in my tortilla. Radish has kind of like a fresh light flavor. I don't really think it's overpowering. I like them. I wouldn't eat them like raw by themselves, but like as far as like a part of a dish overall, they're definitely a nice little addition. Um, and they tend to bring out the fullness and the flavor. So you see, it was just that one radish. I don't need a bunch of them, and it gives you a lot of bang for your buck. So see, that's my one radish, and I'm just gonna spread that over the tortilla. So this one is all puffed up and done. Oh my, this is not trying to cooperate today. Flip this before I burn my tortilla up. Okay, all right. Pop that back, and then we're gonna plop that in there. I don't know this. It may or may not fit. Whatever don't fit, it's just gonna be a garnish on the side, and we'll scoop it up with a fork. We'll just scoop it up with a fork. It's all right. So I'm getting my tomatoes. Got my tomatoes on there. My slices of here. We're gonna spread this. So like I said, this was the steak, the egg, all of the other fillings, the vegetables and things. Like I said, I usually put those on last. They would have been going in with the handful that I did with the tomatoes, but because they were frozen, I went on ahead and cooked them all in with the egg. And so I'm actually turning this off so I don't burn the other side of my tortilla because it's getting real hot right now. And then I'm just layering in my avocado. I'm gonna do another slice. I got my avocado on there. And then we're going to add the cheese and seal it. So the cheese is actually going to be what's keeping this whole situation together. So I got pepper jack cheese. You can use whatever melting cheese floats your boat. Mine is pepper jack. So right now the pan is off. It's just still hot. And I'm gonna try and take advantage of that heat. We'll see if we can get it close because you see I had a lot of stuffing. This might have been 2 tortillas, but we'll see. So like I said, whatever don't fit, I'm just gonna end up uh, spooning and serving on the side. Trying to get it curled up, and then we just fold it. And so my pan is not on. Like I said, the pan isn't on. It's just hot. And I'm using the heat on the side to melt the cheese and get this to fill up for me. Because there's still, as you can see, there's still some oil in the pan and juices, because a lot of this is juice from the meat and the vegetables and stuff that I have on there. So let me get something to put this on now. Now that it's complete. Okay. So this is a big old chunky chunkadilla. Okay. And so this is my finished product. Here, I'm trying to move stuff around in this kitchen. But plug it back in. For I think I'm talking to y'all and then my phone being turned off. Like, who I'm talking to? Nobody. And that is the Eggzilla. Where's my little sauce? Oh, here we go. So this is my mango pineapple salsa that I made last week. There we go. And then all I do is just scoop it. Like I say, you might even scoop it up with the fork on there. Oh, there we go. There we go. And just scoop that into the side. I'm gonna bite. Cause I know y'all want to see. I know y'all want to see. Make sure that I think it's good. And it's juicy. The steak was a very good idea to add on there. So if y'all have any steak on hand nearby, add it. The smoked paprika definitely brought that all the other flavors out. The spicy everything and the everything. Meat is oh so good seasoning. Definitely set this whole little shebang off. And I didn't even have to put too much seasoning on there. I didn't really add any salt because her seasonings don't have a lot of salt in there, or maybe even no salt. Let me see before I get telling y'all something wrong. Okay, it does have some salt in it, but it's not salty, and it's just enough. So it made everything taste good. Like I said, the steak was already cooked and seasoned, and whatever other flavors and taste is all from the stuff that I added. So make sure that when you're cooking, if you're cooking and you're getting the flavors out of the food that you're cooking with, you can use a lot less, things that aren't necessarily great for you, like salt. Um, Salt, can definitely run that blood pressure up super quick. Um, Eggs, very nutritious, have a lot of different B vitamins in them, folate, selenium, as I was saying, great for your immune system. Um, they're high in cholesterol, but they don't adversely affect your blood cholesterol. Like I said, if you have high cholesterol and your doctor told you watch your cholesterol, you may still just avoid eating eggs or avoid eating egg yolks. That's fine. Whatever you got to do to stay healthy and alive, do what you got to do. But it's not. Eggs aren't one of those things that will do that to you. They're more healthy than not. Um, they raise. This is eggs now. Eggs actually raise the good cholesterol. So that's why you don't just look at just the cholesterol amount. You look at what type of cholesterol it is. HDL, the high density lipids, are the good cholesterol. Is it lipid? I have to look up the last word. Lipoprotein. Lipoprotein is basically a fat protein. That's all it is. It's a fat with protein on it. It gets real complicated for no reason. But LDLs are the bad cholesterol, and those are the ones that clog your arteries and have all of the stuff, sitting and hanging around and all in your blood vessels. So watch out for those. Those tend to be in your solid at room temperature fats like butters, animal fats, um, I think it's like hydrogenated oils, uh, anything that's solid at room temperature. If it's 70 something degrees and it's solid, you excuse me, you probably don't want to eat it, or at least not a lot of it. Like, because if it's room temperature, if it's solid at room temperature, imagine what it's doing hanging around in your body and all that. Hard pass. Um, I had something else on here for the. Oh, I'm going back too far. Avocado. Of course, avocados are nutritious. I told you avocado was baked. Avocado going on any and everything. If I can figure out a way to work some avocado in, I will. um, Now those are high in fats, but they're good fats too. So like I said, but avocado is actually higher in a lot of the same vitamins that eggs have. So if you don't want to use egg, you don't have to throw in some avocado, and you can get a lot of the same nutrition that you would get from the egg. And like I said, just have another source of protein. If you want to do beans, you could even do like black beans, uh, black eyed peas. Uh, you can put spinach, your green leafies on there. Those tend to have a decent source of a decent amount of protein in them, but not like something that would fill you up that could replace like a meat or egg protein. So like I said, I would suggest beans, chickpeas, tofu, chicken, those type of things if you're not gonna do eggs. Um, the tortilla, like I said, the tortilla is up to you. I chose a spinach tortilla made from flaxseed and whole and 100% whole grain wheat. Use whatever you want, whatever's available, whatever you buy. It's really kind of insignificant. The problem usually comes in with like the tortillas and stuff like that is if you eat a lot of them. So if you're eating a lot of like just plain flour tortillas, you're getting a lot of like it's basically like eating a loaf of bread as opposed to not. So if you are going to be eating a lot of them, I would suggest opting for a healthier type of wrap like a spinach wrap or a whole grain wrap. Um, the radishes that I added. Now that I will have to look up because those, like when I first looked up to see what they like, the type of stuff that they had going on in them, like how they could help you, I was just like, what? Like, if people aren't telling you like go eat radishes now, like raw, like so. For the most part, they have all of like the stuff that eggs and avocado have in them. All of the B vitamins, so they're a pretty nice, well-rounded source of nutrition. They have a lot of the trace minerals and things that you would need, like the phosphorus, zinc, magnesium, manganese, sodium. These things are useful for a number of different functions. Those are kind of what they refer to as your electrolytes. So if you're sweating a lot, if you work out a lot, uh, add radishes to your food because it can definitely help with your hydration throughout the day. It has anti-cancer properties, of course. It's radishes, of course, it has anti-cancer properties. Those are usually the antioxidants, which are the isothiocyanates, which is just a fancy way that they talk about the antioxidant in it. And so basically, those type of compounds actually cause cell death, so it can shrink cancers, cancer tumors by killing the cancer cells. They support a healthy digestive system, so it's a great source of fiber. Fiber is amazing. It's a prebiotic, so whatever bacteria is in your gut, whatever bacteria is in your whole digestive system that's keeping you going, the fiber feeds it. And it also may, what is this, kill the bad bacteria in your stomach that causes inflammation and stuff like that. So it helps balance out your microbiome in your gut. And it's got antifungal properties. Oh, now we're getting to the good stuff. So basically, what is this? It causes cell death in Candida albicans, which is just a common fungus normally found in humans. So, like things that cause thrush, vaginal yeast, that's that fungus. So, if you are having a lot of yeast infections, or if you have an issue with thrush, or your child is getting thrush, add some radishes to the diet. Raw, add some nice raw radishes to your diet, and it'll help your body rebalance all of that stuff back out. What is, oh, that's a toxic fun. So this is one I didn't know right here. So it helps reduce Zen effects, and Zen is a toxic fungus called zearalenone. Zearalenone. That's a weird name, but it's a toxic fungus that invades many corn crops and animal feeds. It has been linked to reproductive problems in animals and humans, although the risk to humans is considered small. So even though the risk is small, why tempt the face when you have a perfectly good defense here with radishes? Okay. So it's one of those better be safe than sorry situations. So it's one of those cruciferous vegetables, and it's in the same family as like broccoli, mustard greens, kale, cauliflower, cabbage, turnips. That's where the radishes hang out. And like I said, super easy to garnish stuff that you're making with it, like how I just did. Just stop eating the butter. Just you brought my socks in here too. This, this little girl. she might she's ready. She ready for me to pay her some attention. That's what that is. She didn't came here with my socks. Now she's standing over here eating butter. You would think I don't feed this girl. I definitely do all day long. All day long. But that is all I have for you. If you make this recipe and you put your own spins and twists and all that stuff to it, please, please, please share share it with the group. Tell us what you did. Tell us what you would probably do different next time. If you have any suggestions for recipes, please reach out. Let us know. If you want to be a guest on the show, reach out. Let us know. If you know somebody who would be a great guest on the show, reach out. Let us know. That's like our close. Reach out and let us know. If you know of any businesses that want to provide sponsorship, be highlighted, advertise, reach out and let us know. Other than that, uh, I'm still contemplating because we have Mother's Day coming up Sunday, and for Sunday I'll show y'all a recipe I'm doing. So I get these blue apron recipes, and so this is the one I'm doing for Mother's Day: lime butter scallops and spring vegetable rice. It looks so good. I've had one of the scallop recipes before, delicious. So I'm excited, and I feel like scallops are fancy. And guess what? Scallops are super nutritious. Like they're very high in a lot of immune boosting vitamins and minerals. They have a lot of the kind of hard to get um, minerals as well. So like things that you will only be able to find in like fish or seafood items, scallops has like a nice concentration of it. It's got the omega 3s, all that. So scallops are probably like second on my fish list. So I was like salmon, scallops, and um, and then they have a nice little vegetable medley that's going in the rice with snap peas. I think it's like asparagus, spinach, and something else, but it looks delicious. And then I'm gonna make a bundt cake. I've never made a bundt cake before, but I'm gonna try. And with that being said, I think we're next next week I want to do a cheesecake. It might, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do a no bake cheesecake yet or a baked cheesecake. I have to see which is easier. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a cheesecake, and then I'll probably do like a couple of different toppings to go with it. So to kind of kill time if I do a bake cheesecake. Well, either one, because the prep time for those are really short. It's usually either the bake time, or if you do a no bake, you have to like let it sit in the refrigerator for like hours, or just leave it in there overnight just to be safe. So you might not get to see the finished cheesecake on the show, but I'll definitely post it in our Rock Truth Cafe Live group on Facebook. So if you are not a part of that community, make sure you find us and join the group. Join the conversation, post your meals, post your recipes, post some ideas. If you have questions about foods, what will go good with something, what to try, health benefits of different ingredients, herbs, spices. All I love talking about all of that stuff because food is just it's interesting, and you can always learn something new about it. So that's all I have for you all today. I told you it's gonna be real quick. I told you this is gonna be a quick one. my back been bothering me all week, so I've been trying to chill out and let it go ahead and heal so I can get back to it because I got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. Okay, we on the move. Oh, and if you missed it and you haven't gone and checked it out, the Rock True Queens Conference, the Adjust Your Crown, no accessories necessary. Um, we did stream it live Thursday. It is available to watch on our YouTube page. You can also find it on Facebook in our Rock True Queens group, and I believe any of our other Rock True groups as well. We share across all of those groups to make sure that if you're in one group, you know what all of us are doing. It was amazing. So it was definitely uh, something to digest on many levels, and almost every minute of it was, a nice bite-sized tidbit of something useful. And I would definitely say give it a watch. Give it just pick, even if you don't want to watch the whole thing, just pick apart and watch some of it, and you're gonna end up wanting to go back and watch the whole thing anyway. So maybe watch the whole thing. Okay. Watch it, take notes, make comments, because we do read the comments, and we will definitely respond, especially if you have if you have a discussion that you want to start. Pop up in one of our Facebook communities and let's talk about it. We love talking about this type of stuff because this is the awareness that we're trying to bring to the kingdom, to everything, to yourself and how you operate in the kingdom. A lot of times, people, you hear about it, but you don't really hear about the how, the whys, the wheres, the whens, all of that stuff. So that's what we're here to provide, and provide a space to talk about it and talk about how we're making those changes in our personal lives and together as a community. So I have to get going. Because like I said, like that's why this is quick. I do have to get going. But this was very delicious, and like I said, very quick recipe, super easy. I used to make these all the time on my way getting ready for work because I was always waking up late for work, but I wasn't going to be late and hungry. I'm already late. Why would I come in hungry? So I will go ahead and make me something like this real quick. Usually we have like beans or something in it, beans and eggs, and some cheese to keep it closed. And I would ride and eat that. And then I started doing Herbalife, and then I would have a shake on the way. So either way, I wasn't going to work hungry. I wasn't doing that. So and this is also something very easy to prep for. Like I say, you can already have all the ingredients cut up. And if you know that this is something that you're going to want to, have as a go-to kind of breakfast idea, I would definitely suggest using a healthier choice of tortilla wraps. Like I said, like the spinach wrap or the whole grain, whole wheat wrap, as opposed to like a regular flour wrap. And you can also just do like a leaf or lettuce wrap. Keep it simple. It will probably be a lot messier though. It will probably be a lot messier, but still tasty. This was very good, very fresh. This was a really easy way to work in fruit into one of your meals as well, because that salsa that I had is mango and pineapple. So with the spring season upon us, there are a lot of different vegetables and fruits that are starting to come in season. So make sure you're keeping an eye out on the fresh produce coming in, and usually the price indicates what's in season. If you see something that look like it costs like way too much, it's probably not in season, or they probably had to import it from somewhere like super far, or that was like in the midst of a storm. Because sometimes like the tropical storms and stuff affect the prices too. So even though it's in season, because of the storm, it might have half the shipment, or messed up the crops or something like that, and then the price will still be kind of high. So if you're not like watching the weather and the worldwide news and stuff like that, like just kind of price watching, usually that's a good guide to tell you what's the best thing to kind of use for in season, if you're trying to do in season dishes. And a lot of times the in season dishes have nutrients and things that your body's going to need to be fortified for that season, to strengthen you for whatever that season is bringing. So a lot of the fruits and vegetables that are in season in spring tend to have natural antihistamines in them. Go figure. So if you have a lot of allergy, hay fever type issues, pollen, all that stuff. Um, get you some in season fruits and vegetables and chow down, and on a regular basis. Not like it's gonna be instant. It's not like like a tablet or a pill or something that you would get, but it definitely does add to your body's level of comfort. And the more consistent you are with it, the more those results you're gonna see. So I would say that's definitely it. Um, you all have a great weekend, and thanks for tuning in for this nice. Oh my bad, my thumb. I was checking something for this nice quick recipe. I'll probably remix something like this later, because I'm already got some ideas brewing for this one. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and rock truth or nothing at all.